are back at Flipside Gaming. We are going to do a 2,000 point match play battle, Duality of Death. It's going to be Legion of Azgorh versus Skaven. This is 2,000 points of Skaven and Tzeentch cultists. We got our meatshields of blue horrors. We got our meatshields of 2 squads of marauders. We got our meatshields of 10 Tzeentch acolytes. And we got some damage dealers in 9 Jezzails, 6 storm fiends. 1 has a grinder fist. The rest have warp fire throwers. Then we have Thankul and Bone Ripper and a Vermin Lord Warp Seer.
Here's my 2,000 points Legion of Azgorh. We have Iron Demon War Engine with 2 Magma Cannons and 2 Deathshrieker rocket launchers, the General, the Bull Centaur taur'ruk, with a 3-man of Bull Centaur renders. I'm using them as having great weapons, even though they have hand weapons and shields. I haven't converted anything yet for them. He's a general, he has Chaos Runeblade and Cunning Deceiver. Over here we have the Battle Standard Bearer, Hero Infernal Guard, and the Infernal Guard Demon Smith over here. He's a wizard. We have a 30-man block of Ironsworn and 2 10-mans of Fireglaves for Battle Line over here. And that is my 2,000 point list.
Here is the Skaven deployment. The objectives are, of course, right in front of the Behemoth heroes. They should both be able to make it there this turn. We got our Jezzails in the deadly terrain with some screens, and then we got our other units. Unfortunately, it's not 40k where I can screen my characters with the chaff, but we do what we can. And then the Storm Fiends are underground.
40k is better.
So here's my deployment for the Legion of Azgorh. I have my 30-man of Ironsworn there, kind of going heavy in this towards this objective. My War Machines. I have my Centaurs piled in towards the back. I think he's out of range of the Jezzails if they move. Good thing about the center deployment is these guys move pretty good. He can train, can tow them, so I can go either way. And some Fireglaves to prevent any deep striking or tunneling Storm Fiends. So pretty straightforward tactic. Just move up towards the objectives.
So Skaven hero phase, I'm going to give the Jezzail's Lord of War. That goes off on a 3-up, and it does not go off. That's fine, he has Cunning Deceiver. I don't really anticipate my shooting doing too much this turn anyway. I'm going to cast Mystic Shield on the Jezzails. I need a 6. That does not go off. And then over here I'm going to cast Scorch on the unit of Ironsworn there. I need a 7 for that. That doesn't go off, but on a 2-up I get to reroll because Thankul. And he is next to Arcane Terrain, so 9 net goes off. Those guys take 3 mortal wounds, and then I'm going to cast Howling Warp Gale on them. This is the Warp Seer spell. It's both 26 inches, but Thankul can cast the spell of any Skaven on the field. So we're going to try and reroll that. So with 2-up that goes off.
Spells?
No, on a 2-up he can reroll the spells.
Okay.
So
for each cast, right?
For each cast. So Howling Warp Gale is a 6, I believe. Alright, that goes off 2, and the Ironsworn take 3 more mortal wounds. So 6 mortal wounds on the Ironsworn, and now the Ironsworn cannot run, fly, and their charge move is halved until my next hero phase. And let me go into movement. Okay, so I've learned my lesson and not to rely on the Storm Fiends coming up in any specific turn. So I rolled the dice and they came up this turn. That's about the best place I could put them. Everything else ran forward. And just for clarification, it turns out that Thankul knows the spell of any Skaven wizard on the field, but the Vermin Lord is not a Skaven, it is a demon. So Rob took 3 of his mortal wounds back on his Ironsworn. And like I said, everything else ran up the field. That got me both objectives for this turn. The Jezzails moved up. That means they don't re-roll. But again, I'm still -1 for this hit. I'd rather just get better range on everything. So now let us go into the shooting phase, and let's see what the Jezzails can do. So I'm at -1 now because you're kind of... Okay.
We're recording.
Okay, so I'm going to... So the Jezzails are now on a 5 to hit rather than 4, and they don't get reroll ones because they moved, and they don't get Lord of War. So I think what I'm going to do is take my bad odds and focus fire. So all the Jezzails are going to go onto that one squad of poor Fireglaves there. So they're hitting on 5s. And actually I can't do mortal wounds now.
Nope.
So no rerolls. So
You get some
1,
6s though.
2, 3.
If you advance, you can fire.
Still was very good.
And then 3 to wound. So that's 2 wounds at -2 rend.
2 wounds at -2 rend. They have a 4+ save. They reroll ones against shooting, so I saved them both.
No, it's -2 rend.
Oh shoot! Yeah. So in that case, they save on 6s, reroll ones, and they failed both of them.
So that's 4 damage total.
So that's 2 damage each shot.
And everything else ran, and nothing's really in range. So let's go to charge phase. The only thing that could charge are the Storm Fiends. They're going to need at least, they're going to need 9 to get in there. So we could get lucky, and we do not. So now we go to Battle Shop.
All right. So we have Ironsworn over here. They lost 3 models. Their base bravery 6, +1 from the banner 7, and then they're over 20 models for 2 more. That's 9. So even if I roll a 6, they're fine. These guys over here, bravery 6. Oh,
3 more.
9, 3 more go.
And then I would score 2 points for the things, and we'll go over to Rob.
Start of turn 1 for Legion of Azgorh. He's going to use his command ability, allows them to run and charge in the same turn for both centaurs. He's going to roll 2d6 as long as I don't roll boxcars. If I roll under the number of wounds he has, number of wounds or less, then he can supercharge. Okay, he gets 4d6 shots with his cannon. Battle Standard Bearer is going to plant his banner, which gives +1 bravery to units within 15 inches, and reroll ones for units wholly within 15 inches. Okay. Demon Smith is going to try and cast Mystic Shield on the general over there. It goes off on a 6, which we get. He's going to cast Flames of Azgorh on them. It goes off on an 8. Nope. And I guess he's going to try and cast Arcane Bolt on them too. It goes off on a 5. Ooh, nothing. The Infernal Guard Ironsworn little shield walls moving up here. They couldn't really run, and their charge is poopy now. I was going to charge them, but I can't. So I ended up running my both centaurs over to get in range, supported by the hero. He ran around. If he scored a bigger run roll, I was going to try and go for a long charge because he gets a boost to it, but I didn't. My supercharged Iron Demon snaked up and towed the Magma Cannons behind him, with the Demon Smith running in behind to support the War Machines here. The Death Shrieker rockets moved up a couple inches. They're going to try and make some shots. That guy's still there from playing his banner. I can't move him. Drazoath flew over his 15 inches here. He's going to try and challenge the Horned Rat. And the Fireglaves moved up. They're going to try and pop some shots into him as well. So, do you want to get right into the shooting? We'll start from this side over. We do the 10 Fireglaves, okay? They get 10 shots. They're hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s because they get +1 to wound against monsters, and he's considered a monster. So here's 10 shots hitting on 4s. The little dice is the leader. He re-rolls
You want to just do all the Fire Slayers at once? Does that make sense? Fireglaves, rather?
Well, no, the leaders, yeah, I could. You know what, the leader gets re-rolls too. So I'm going to add in here these 3 units. We're going to consolidate for sake of everything else. So these are hitting on 4s. The little dice are re-rolling 1s. Ugh. Lots of 1s, 2s, and 3s. Not so good. All right, these 4 shots. They're wounding on 3s. Okay, they all wound. Now these 2 are 2 damage. They're -1 rend. So you have 2 -1 rend, 2 damage shots to make saves for.
So 5 up re-rolling then. Re-rolling because of the Skryre orb. So for the 2 damage shots, neither of them save, so that's 4 damage. And then the 2 regular shots. They are re-rollable, yes, right. I just said that too. They still fail.
So that's 4 damage total.
Then nope, and
Saved 1.
saved 1. So all of them are -1 rend?
Yes.
Okay, so I saved 1. So that's 5 damage total.
Next we're going to do Drazoath. He's going to fire 6 shots. They're 4s and 4s into him, all into him. So half. Wounding on 4s. 2, no rend.
Okay, so 4 up re-rollable. 1 saved. No.
Do you want to bring any of your guys?
Still 1 damage each?
Yep, 1 damage. We'll go over to the Iron Demon here. He makes 4d6 shots. 10, 15 shots. This unit is actually not wholly within the 15 inches for the Battle Standard Bearer, so he does not reroll ones to wound. But they're all going to Thankwall. They're 4 to hit, 3 to wound.
That's our goal.
You finally got yourself some good dice.
Good amount of hits. Oh, they were bad over there. Down at 3s. Oh.
Captain there.
Okay. Well,
It would give you
5 at -2 rend.
6 ups. None.
So 1 damage each.
So that's 6 damage.
He's down to 8.
7.
7. Magma Cannon 1 is going to shoot at him. It's d6 mortal wounds for 5 mortal wounds.
I think they.
And the other one's going to shoot at him too for 5 more mortal wounds.
They used to have special stuff.
Is he gone?
He's gone.
All right.
Well, they could.
We will do the first Death Shrieker at the Jezzails. So these ones are hitting on 3s because he's within 3 inches of the Demon Smith. They're wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the Banner Bearer. So 3 wounds at -1 rend into the Jezzails.
So Jezzails have a 6 up save. -1 would bring him to 7, but the cover brings him back to 6. So. Nope.
So they're D3 each for 3, 4, 5, 7 wounds. Well, they get +1 to their battle shock test, which is like -1 bravery, because of their special ability from that. And their base bravery, what, 4?
Yeah.
Is the other one is going to shoot at the Vermin Lord. So these are hitting on 3s,
Start there.
wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 1 at -1 rend, rerollable.
So 5 up.
Rerollable
Yep. And then your.
Nope.
for D3 damage, 2 damage. All right, Drazoath, we're going to see how far he can charge, 7 inches. We'll do the Iron Demon next, see how far he can charge. 5, it's not going to get them anywhere. Bull Centaur taur'ruk, this is +1 because of the ability from him. 10-inch charge. These Bull Centaurs are going to charge. I'm going to let these Bull Centaurs to attack first. They don't have Mystic Shield on a 6+ for unpredictable destruction. Nope. So they have their axes, great weapons. There's 3 of them, 3 attacks each. They're hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. So they did that. Wounding on 3s. So we have 4 wounds at -2 rend.
Oof. Alright, so I need 6s. I don't get any.
2 damage each.
So that's 8 wounds.
And then they also have 9 hoof attacks, 4s and 4s.
And then one guy with the launcher is shooting a cracker.
Wounding on 4s. So we have 1 wound, no rend.
Okay, 4 up. Nope.
Ryan's dice, D3 damage on the charge for 3 damage.
I'm gonna go with Warp Seer first. 4 attacks with his Doom Glades, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 3s now because he's taken 8 wounds. So that's 2 at -1 rend,
How many damage each?
3 damage each.
Ah, he's okay. He's not that good in melee. Let's see, -1 rend. 5 damage?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, so it's -1 rend?
Yeah.
So I saved 1, I failed 1.
So you get 3 damage.
Alright, any other attacks?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, well that wasn't that bad.
Told you.
Drazoath the Ashen's gonna pile in. Check for his unpredictable destruction, which he does not get. So he has
I didn't
1.
even check with that. I don't get it.
Nope. So he has 1 attack with his Flaming Brazier. Hits on 4s and he missed it. He has 2 attacks with his Horns and Teeth. These are hitting on 3s. They're wounding on 3s, rerollable.
You're so eager to
Rerollable.
kill all my stuff.
Wow, that's terrible. And then 1, 2, 3. He has 6 attacks with his hooves. These are hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Alright. Wounding on 3s, no rerolls. So 2 at -1 rend.
Okay, so 5 up rerollable.
Oh, those dice. Save 1.
1 save.
1 damage, right?
Yep. Alright. Well, I mean, you tell me.
1 damage.
Alright, so I'm reminding myself about unpredictable destruction, but I don't get it because there's no heroes over there. So there's going to be 3 Storm Fiends into the Bulls and 1 into the General. So the 3s in the Bulls are going to be 4s to hit,
Okay. Then the other flamestone cannon on the left.
and then 3s to wound.
Gets 2 shots.
So it's going to be 5 wounds at no rend.
4 up saves. Failed 1.
That's 2 damage. Against the general, same thing. Only 1 there. Nothing.
The taur'ruk, unpredictable destruction. Nope. He gets 6 attacks with his mighty Scalding Great Weapon because he has the Chaos Runeblade. These are hitting on 3s.
Oh, because you can use it for the
Wounding on 3s. 3 at -2 rend into the only unit he can hit.
Oh, and Ultramarines.
Nope.
Don't actually spend it.
Did you roll 3?
Nope.
Or you rolled 2?
No, I rolled 3.
3 damage each.
Alright, so that's 9 damage. So,
He has other attacks too. You want me to do those?
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Alright, so he has 4 attacks with his hooves. These are hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 2 at no rend.
1 saved.
D3 damage, 4, 3 damage. So that's
12 damage.
total.
The blue horrors have piled in. We've been forgetting that it's still the first battle round, so I'm still under the effects of Cunning Deceiver at -1 to hit. So the blue horrors, there are 2 of them in range. They're going to be 6s to hit then. Oh, let me do Unpredictable Destruction. Nope. So neither of them hit. And that, I believe, is the end of phase, right? So I got to take some pretty hefty battle shock. I didn't do any damage to him. Storm Fiends are bravery 4, and they lost 3, so I need to roll really good here. So 2 plus 3 is 5, so they'd lose 1. But do you set I'm -1 bravery again?
Yeah, -1 bravery for the Jazales. What'd you roll?
2, so I'd lose 2 Jazales. And then the Storm Fiends lost 3 models. Their bravery is 6. Are they minus bravery though?
6
So I need to roll low here as well. And I do not. So 3, so I'd lose 2 more Storm Fiends. Yay. So now we roll off for initiative.
Alright.
Da-da-da. A 2! 1. Nope.
6.
Alright, turn number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could survive another Rob turn, so I'll take the first turn. Alright, so my hero phase, he is going to cast Mystic Shield on himself. So I need a 6, and I get it. Do you want to unbind?
I can unbind it. So, unbind on a 7 or more. Yep, I get it.
No, that's the same roll.
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
Oh, you said you got it, so I didn't know what you get. So, are we within range of Arcane? I don't think so.
No.
So, yep, it goes off.
So he's got Mystic Shields, and then we're going to Arcane Bolt Drazoath. So 5. I get it, just
Try and
barely.
unbind it.
No,
I match
same
it
roll.
again. So, D3 mortal wounds.
So you take 1 mortal wound. Yay.
I have a 5+ mortal wound save, which I fail.
He's going to put Lord of War on himself, so that goes off.
Now, in the hero phase, each hero phase, he burns every unit within 3 inches on a 6+. So we'll roll for the blue horse for a mortal wound on a 6. Nope, and we'll roll for his hero on a 6. Nope. So nobody got burned.
Okay, and then we'll go into movement. The Marauders have moved up to be within 3 inches of Drazoath there. Nothing else over there can move. The Acolytes have moved up there 6 inches or so. I didn't care if they were within 3 inches of the iron thing or not. And then these guys ran to perform a bubble, so that it's going to take at least 2 turns for him to get to this objective. And then we will go into the shooting phase. So the Acolytes, I'm actually going to shoot the nearer Magma Cannon. Their Sorceress Bolts are 5s to hit. And 4s to wound. 1 wound, no rend.
Saving on a 3+ because it's a missile weapon, and I get it.
Okay. And then the Jezzails are going to all shoot Drazoath. They didn't move, so they get rerolls to 1s to hit, but they are still hitting on 4s, mortal wounds on 6s. So that's 4 mortal wounds. And then 1 wound at -2 rend.
So we'll save the -2 rend, saving on a 6. Nope, so
That's 6 damage.
So he takes 2 from the... Oopsie. He takes 2 outright from that save he failed, and then he gets 4 5+ mortal wound saves. Oh, and he failed them all, so it's 4 more damage.
The Warp Seer has prehensile tails. He's down to 2 attacks with that. 3s to hit. And 4 to wound. Nothing. And that is it for the Storm Fiends.
You can forget him if you want.
Into the general. You are going to take 3 mortal wounds.
All right.
Charge phase. The Marauders are going to charge. They go 6 inches, +1 for the drummer. And then the Acolytes. Do I want to charge or do I not want to charge?
He has 6 2-damage attacks.
Well, the decision is, do I charge and hold you up for a turn? Or do I just wait and see what happens? I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to try playing the long game. So yeah, just the Marauders. Alright, we are going to start with the Vermin Lord. First we're going to roll for Unpredictable Destruction. And that does not go off. So he's going to get his 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. Wow. And 3s to hit. 1 wound at -1 rend.
1 wound at -1 rend, so I'm saving up on a 5, which I do not.
That's 3 damage.
Alright, he is gone. He's dead. I'm going to activate the General, the Bull Centaur taur'ruk. He's unpredictable on a 6. Nope. So these are 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
They are as tough as you can get.
Plague Marines are heavy. They're
So 4 at -2 rend
low company.
into the last.
Pick up that huge water
6 up
He
save.
failed 2, he's dead. He's dead.
He's dead.
Alright, so that was the end of turn 2 for Skaven. We're back into started turn 2 for Legion of Azgorh. We're going to start with the General. He's going to do his command ability for running charge for those guys. Iron Demon's going to charge up as long as I don't roll boxcars. Yep, he can do 4d6 shots. This guy's going to plant his banner, re-roll, hit rolls a 1 in a 15-inch radius. Demon Smith, he's going to try and cast Arcane Shield on the Mystic Shield on the Iron Demon. Goes off.
What's
6.
how far is he from my Arcanites?
Oh, he's definitely within 18 inches.
So
You can't
because
unbind, can you?
no, I can't unbind, but the Vulture seeks out Magic Seers and does nothing.
My Terminators
Oh,
are going to try to
his
charge.
Vulture didn't do anything. That is it for the hero fights, I believe. I think that's all my heroes. So banner, spells, command ability. I move my general up this way towards these guys. Is outside of 3. Both centaurs tried to run and snake around because they can run and charge. Iron Sworn line moved up. The Iron Demon towed the magmas this way. He's going to try and get rid of that monster over there. And the Death Shriekers are probably going to take some sniper shots at whatever else needs to be killed or finish up the Jezzails. Fireglaves moved up and around, getting the rifles in range there. We'll go right into the shooting. We'll start over on this end, okay? So here's 10 shots from them into the hero, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s because of their special ability. Little guy rerolls 1s, okay, not the best. So 3 wounding on 3s, 5s and 6s are 2 wounds because of their take down the monster ability. So we have 3 saves, so 2 at -1 rend for 2 damage each.
So it's going to be a 4 up rerollable. So saved 1.
Okay, and so it's 2
2 more damage.
And 1 at 1 damage, -1 rend.
Nice.
Move that. And then the chain
Nope. So 1 more damage.
Yep.
So 9 plus 3 is 12. He's got 1 wound left.
Alright, so the last 3 guys are shooting at him too. These are hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Okay, 1 at -1 rend for 2 damage into the hero.
Power fist.
Saved.
Now, once per game, this can throw a grenade, 6-inch range, D3 damage on a 2+. It's going to throw it at them. So it's D3 mortal wounds, 3 mortal wounds on the Marauders. And this unit will do the same on a 2+. I'll roll for the next one. So 1 more. So 4 mortal wounds total on the Marauders. This Iron Demon, he makes 4d6 shots with his special guns for 9, 10, 11. He's going to shoot them all into the These are hitting on 4s,
If you like, I can get the model for you.
wounding on 3s. Oh, they all -2 rend.
Pretty sure that's
Not a plus.
they did. That's 6.
Yep.
4 attacks on the Chaos Dwarves with the Bale Sword.
So I need 6 6-ups.
You're rolling 1s to hit.
There's 1.
2s.
Rerollable. All 6s.
Nope.
Alright, we're rolling 1s to wound.
We'll go over to this Magma Cannon. They have 10 models, right? Them?
Yeah.
So he rolls 2 dice and takes the highest for mortal wounds into the Marauders for nothing. And the other one as well for 3 mortal wounds only into the Marauders. The pistol guy here is going to shoot at the Marauders 4s and 4s. Wounding on 4s. -1 rend.
So it's going to be a 6-up save? Nope.
For one guy, right?
Yep.
Death Shrieker rocket launchers. 3 shots into the jails, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s for the wounds. Oh, and the other one's going to do the same. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Nope, 2 at -1 rend.
So they're going to have their 6-up save because they're in cover still. 2, you said?
Yep. Do it, double 6s.
Nope.
Nope, D3 each for 2 damage. That one goes, and they get -1 bravery or -1 penalty to their battle shock. I think that's all my shooting. Alright, so we completed the charges. Both centaurs failed even with the bonus. I wanted to get the Iron Sworn there. I rolled a 3. I wasn't far enough to get there. I needed a 4. Iron Demon didn't roll enough to get over there, but the Fire Glaives did, and they went in. But we're going to start over here with the General here. Unpredictable on a 6. Nope.
Do you want to pile them in?
Yeah, I get my pile-in attack. But is it you roll before you pile in, right? So.
I don't think so. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
So, yep. No, trust me, I'm not going to miss this pile-in. All right, so he piled in his 3 inches towards the closest model, which is this guy, but he swung his butt around. So these are 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, wounding on 3s. So we have 4 -2 rend attacks.
They don't get a save.
So that's 3, 6, 12 damage.
They're all dead. So we'll activate the Marauders. So I'll do it your way. Unpredictable. I don't have any heroes over there, so no
I don't think you
unpredictable.
have any heroes alive, period.
Nope, they're all dead. But we are going to roll our Barbarian Hordes. So on a 4-up, nothing happens.
Brian's rolls this game.
Yep. 7 attacks. They're going to be hitting on 4s, but re-rolling 1s because they have the icon there. No 1s. And 4s to hit. 2 hits, no rend.
Saving on 4+. Saved them both. So we got 10 attacks from the Fire Glaives. These are hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s. Wounding on 5s. 1, no rend.
So a 5-up save because of their Darkwood shields. That's saved.
You got it.
Blue Horrors are attacking the 3 Fire Glaives. They're going to be 5s to hit. And 5s to wound. Nothing. Fire Glaives can attack back.
Alright, 3 hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s. Oh, 2 wounds. No rend.
So 6-up save.
And you get a save.
1 dies.
I think that's it for melee combat, right?
Yep. And so that means you get 1 point.
Yep, 1 point. The score is 4 Skaven, 1 Legion.
And I got to take battle shock. So those Marauders, they lost 4 and their bravery is 5, but they have the banner. So their bravery is 6. So I need to roll low. And I don't. 9 minus 6 is 3. The Jezzails lost 1. So I need to roll pretty low. That's a 2 plus 1, that's 3. Which even with a -1, I still don't take any losses. Now we roll for initiative.
Yep. 2 again. Oh, the one roll that matters.
Actually, 3 inches might not have been enough.
5.
There you go.
Okay, so I do not have a hero phase anymore. He's wiped out all my heroes, so we'll go right into movement. So I have retreated the Blue Horrors in a line to make it much more difficult for him to get the objective with the iron thingy. And then I've moved my acolytes over to put in a charge and shoot position on his general to prevent him from scoring more points there. But the only real damage dealers I have left are 3 Jezzails. So let's see what they can do. I'm just going to assume that they're all within 30 inches there. That's probably a bad assumption. Nope, they are. So we're going to do 3 shots at 4s re-rolling. So that's 2 hits, no mortal wounds. That's 1 wounds. Nope, 1 at -2.
The drop die. All right, so saving on a 6. No.
That's 2 damage.
Searches in the deep web. I'm like,
And then the acolytes there, 11 shots with their sorcerer's bolts. I need 5s to hit. So that's 2 hits. So if I roll 2 4s and he doesn't make any saves, nope, nothing. So let me go into charges. Those acolytes, they're gonna get in there.
I'm going to fire a lot of
So no unpredictable destruction. So 4s to hit.
No.
And 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
Uh-oh. No rend?
No rends.
Saving on 4+ if I roll fails. No, I saved 1.
Oh.
1 wound left. So close, Brian. So close.
And now you just wipe them all out.
But I'm gonna hop over here to the fire glaives because
Why not?
pile in, yeah. So we can do 10 attacks, 4s and 5s. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s. Not a single.
Barbarian hordes.
sheer probability at that point.
That goes off.
10, 20.
So they're hitting on 3s. The champion is still there. The icon is still there. So 3s hit, re-rolling 1s.
Yeah, no, he's gonna roll.
So all 4 hit. And then 4s to wound. That's 2 wounds, no rend.
So I'm going to
Saving on 4s. Failed 1. Unpredictable destruction on 6, so he gets it. So he's hitting on all into there. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. So you have 4 minus 2 rend for 3 damage.
All right. So they have a 6. They have a 6-up normal save, so that's gone. But they also have a ward save. So that's
12 word
12
saves.
ward saves?
Do you want me to just do the other attacks first and see how many word saves they do? Because he has 4 hoof attacks.
okay. Sure.
So we have 12 damage so far. These are wounds are hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Try and make the save for these 3, because they're D3 each.
Nope.
They all failed? So
Yep.
3 damage. So that's 15 ward saves. Of what, a 6?
Yeah.
Now all of them have it, or just the shield? They all have it,
They
right?
all have it. Yeah.
So you have 15 6-ups to make. Probably more 6s than you've rolled all game, right?
Two
You
will.
have to make.
Make the armor saves on your right up.
So you have 12 go through, 11 go through.
Okay.
Yeah. They're all dead.
They're all dead. Ooh, he's a beast. Alright, so we're wrapping up that turn.
+1 to wound.
One guy died last turn and failed. That guy succeeded the battle shock with a roll of a 1.
And the
So
6s cost
this guy's going to stay over here. He's going to cast his command ability though for run and charge for all these guys.
It's a bubble.
Yeah, it's a bubble. Run and charge just for the centaurs. It doesn't hit anybody else.
Oh.
The Iron Demon's going to charge himself as long as it's not boxcars. He charged himself. The shield went away, but the Demon Smith.
And then he's going to
But he's going to try and cast Mystic Shield on the Iron Demon again. It's an 8, goes off. You don't have any wizards.
go on a 5
So he has a
or higher,
+1
I
save, he has a
select
2+
this
save.
blend and then I roll a D6
He's gonna plant his
equals the number
banner.
of unit. 6 is a roll.
And that's it for the hero phase. End of the movement phase, the taur'ruk just moved a little bit. The bull centaurs ran up there. Ironsworn stayed still. They're not meant for this game really, but Iron Demon swung around the flank here, towed the 2 magma cannons behind it. It's supposed to be an inch behind, but I just didn't want to break the
First,
thing off
I'm
there.
going to do
The fire glaives retreated outside of 3 inches of these units, because what I'm going to try and do is make a long enough charge with the Iron Demon to score this
So I'm gonna
turn.
use-
I was only able to move one of the Death Shriekers in range of the Demon Smith for the buff, the other is not for the +1 to hit, but we're going to move into the shooting phase here.
Because they're within 3 inches of him,
Because they retreated, they can't shoot, but I'll start with the fire glaives into the...
and they're all
Giselles.
strength 4.
Wait a minute. They retreated. They can't shoot.
This 3-man did not move at all.
Oh,
10-man
there's
did.
still
So the
2 units.
3-man,
Okay.
yep, is hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s, nothing. Okay. We're going to shoot the first Magma Cannon at the Giselles,
Yeah, I'm
3
chaos.
mortal wounds. Then the other one's going to shoot at them for 6 mortal wounds. They're gone. This guy gets 4d6 shots
Call me trainer
for
again.
17 shots. These are hitting on 4s, wounding on
Who are you
3s
shooting?
into the blue horrors.
All of them?
Targeting a
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to leave them there to charge at. So
Yep.
these are hitting on 4s.
No, they're yeah.
Wounding
not
on
the Poles, not
threes.
the Podswalkers. They're not heretics.
Hitting on 4s is a little crappy, but wounding on 3s. No rerolls though, but that's 3, 6, 7 wounds with -2 rend. So I don't
No
think you
saves.
get a
Yeah,
save.
the Vanguard, that's
Right?
These both can shoot at the blue horrors. I think that's all you have left, right?
5s and 6s.
Yeah.
So he's gonna hit there. 3s and 3s.
Okay.
2
So,
-1 rend.
2 mortal wounds. Rerolling.
They don't save.
D3 damage, 4, 5 damage. They're gone.
All right. That's
Move right into the charges. This is what I want. Iron Demon. I need a 7 for a charge. I can do it.
yeah.
Maybe.
You're fine.
8. He's gonna pile in. He's not a hero. Can't do unpredictable.
6s.
But he gets 6 attacks. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s,
1
wounding
armor
on
save.
4s. So 2, no rend. 2 damage each.
3 up.
So I get 2 5-up saves. 1 saved, 1 does not.
2
So
damage.
And I'm going to fire my bolters that time.
And
Fire at them.
I think that's it for my turn on what I'm gonna do. So,
well, let me attack back.
oh yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do? You can
Barbarian hordes.
Chaos
That
Dwarves.
goes off. So 2 attacks hitting on 3, wounding on 4.
All right. 3 armor
That's
saves.
2 wounds, no rend.
saving on 2s. Saved them both because of Mystic
Yeah.
Shield on him.
All right,
Alright,
so
guys,
he
battle shot.
lost 2. The banner isn't there, so 4 plus 2 is 6. He's still fine.
He's a 5 bravery.
-2
Yeah.
armor saves. So you're
So 4 plus 2 is 6 minus 5. It's 1 guy goes. You lost 2 guys. You rolled a 4.
Oh, 5 bravery, not 6. Yeah.
Right, he's
so
gone.
He's gone too.
gonna fire my
Tabled,
So I scored 3 points.
and that puts us tied. But then there's 2 more rounds, so that
Yeah,
puts
so
you at like
2 more rounds.
All right. 6 plasma guns.
Round
I am not
4.
There's
I
4
would get.
more.
Yeah. So I mean,
Cool.
No, wait.
I gained 3 points.
Yeah.
What did I
All
have
right,
last
they
time?
almost-
2.
So 5 minus.
So at the end of turn 3, you have 4 points. So then on the end of turn 4, you'd have 3 there and 2 there, so 5 more points. And at the end of turn 5, you'd have 4 there and 3 there. So 7 more. So you'd have 17 total, I think.
And then bolter in
Yep.
the same target unit.
So the final score would be 4 to 17.
Wounds none.
Brian killed my big named hero. That kind of set me back on this flank, but because of the mobility of
Take 3 armor
the
saves.
war machine, I was able to tow over and take them out. Artillery did well with.
Storm bolter at the chaplain.
There was a failed battle shock with them, and probably the MVP on my team is the Bull Centaur taur'ruk. He did a lot of killing.
On the chaplain.
And overall, they performed how they should. You know, kill everything in the first couple turns and win by the end.
So this was going to be an interesting game. It was a shooty army versus a shooty army. The problem with my army is that I really only have 3 damaging units, and getting them all in the same area to focus is really tough. It's very easy to focus my army down. The chaff I have is just chaff. If it was stronger, it'd be something, but it's not. I think
Shoot sewage at
at the tournament I went to a couple weeks ago, I was 1-4, and some of that was just bad dice at critical moments, but I really just think that at this point, Skaven is a compendium army. I don't think there's a way to make them competitive. So we will learn from this, we will move on, and like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks.
You're gonna get into them.